one moment, the man was being jointly stripped of his entire fortune by his wife and cousin, only to discover that the children he had raised for years were actually another man's offspring. The very next moment, he was reborn, sent back to 1980, right to the scene of his engagement to that venomous woman. And it all began with his tragic demise in his previous life. In that past life, the man Lin Chen was betrayed in tandem by his wife, Wang Qing, and his cousin, Zhou Yang. Not only was the fortune he had painstakingly earned completely plundered, but even his two children, whom he cherished above all else, ended up calling his enemy's dad, even more viciously. Wang Qing had swindled him out of the jade pendant that had been a Lin family heirloom for generations. It was by exploiting the mystical spatial dimensions contained within the pendant that she managed to drain his wealth overnight. Ultimately, Lin Chen was ruthlessly murdered at their hands. Yet, as if the heavens themselves had intervened, he was granted a second chance, reborn on the very day of his engagement, the day that would change everything. At this moment, his future mother-in-law was making an outrageous demand, an exorbitant bride price of 10,000 yuan, while his fiancé, Wang Qing, stood beside her wearing an expression of absolute certainty that she would get her way. She remained blissfully unaware that the man standing before her now carried the memories of his past life and was fully prepared to exact his revenge. Just as everyone assumed Lin Chen would simply swallow his pride and submit, as he had in his previous life, he did something completely unexpected. He agreed instantly. But in the very instant that Wang Qing and her mother were practically bursting with joy, the man abruptly shifted gears. He publicly announced that the woman he intended to marry was not Wang Qing at all, but rather her unassuming younger sister, Wang Zhu. The moment these words left his lips, the entire gathering was left in stunned silence. Why did Lin Chen suddenly decide to marry Wang Zhu? What earth-shattering secrets lay hidden behind this decision? And how would Wang Qing, publicly jilted and humiliated, seek her vengeance?